After the Lacari situation exploded across Twitch and social media, and if you guys missed that video, link in the description or end the video, attention quickly shifted from what was shown on stream to how other major creators would respond. Asmongold was one of the streamers people immediately looked to, not because he was directly involved, but because his name kept coming up in the broader discussion surrounding links, files, and who knew what, addressing it on stream. But Asmongold took a different term to the situation in the following clip.
People are associating you with friends with Tecton Lacari because you're part of it. Well, I mean, if he gets investigated, they're going to find out all of his links, and so I'd say, you know what? I welcome that. You know, I have nothing to do with it, so why would I be worried? So that's my outlook on it. It's not a big deal to me. Obviously, I'm not involved, and so I had nothing to do with it. So, yeah, sure. They talk whatever they want. But anyway, yeah, you gotta farm it like a crop. Well, I'm not gonna really farm this one a lot. I mean, I've known Lacari 8 years, right? And it's just like, I'm gonna be real, like, this just really stresses me out, man. It sucks. It does. I don't want to get involved in it. I don't want to and I'm going to be real, guys. I've already got one defamation lawsuit in the chamber. I don't need to be double barreling this okay? I don't need to be dual wielding these. So I don't want to talk about whether something is, what happened, what didn't happen, what's involved, what's not involved. I'm going to be real. Like, I don't want to have anything to do with this. And so, yeah, anyway, all I'm saying is, you know, I don't want to have anything to do with this at all. And I hate to say it, guys, but I think Allcraft this week might be canceled. Sorry.
It's not hard to just denounce what Lacari did as being awful, cut ties and move on. Asmongold shouldn't feel stressed out if he's on the right side of this, and had nothing to do with it. He probably doesn't want to talk about it though, because it makes OTK look bad. It's funny, I've never heard of Lacari before, and throughout the day my feed has showed his incident, the drama, and now his ban. I saw the entire lifespan of a streamer I've never heard of in like 8 hours. Even more proof that this guy is too stupid to do anything but just read the headlines. Buddy thinks Slash is the biggest political streamer, and he doesn't know how to read more than 2 sentences. If you opened any article or post about Lacari, you knew it was CSAM. This guy just proved again, in addition to the video yesterday or 2 days ago, showing him unable to read the first line of an article. OTK is looking more and more like a breeding ground for the most degenerate vermin to grace the earth. Lacari, Miskiff, Tectone, Asmon, NMP. The only seemingly decent people in that org were Soda, Emiru, and Esfand. How the fallout from the Lacari situation continued to spread, Asmongold didn't just address the public speculation, he also owned up to his own mistake behind the scenes. After initially trying to distance himself from the situation, Asmongold admitted that he had privately messaged Lacari early on, telling him that if he was dealing with sensitive material, he should have been using a second PC. At the time, Asmongold says he genuinely didn't understand what the leaks actually were, or how serious the content was, sharing the following clip.
So, if your friend someone turns out bad, right? How's it your fault? Like, I mean, it's not that it's my fault, right? I mean, like, I feel stupid that I DM'd him because I didn't know what the leaks were, and it's like, oh, you obviously shouldn't have said that, like, because, like, I didn't know what it was. But now that I found out, it's like, oh, you definitely shouldn't have done that. But it's beyond that. It's just, it's like I'm playing Among Us, and I'm one of the last people on the ship. That's the way I feel about it. And, like, I have a lot of public dramas, but it's not like, usually it's like I said something wrong, or I said something stupid, right? And that's really the difference.
It went public knowledge amongst their friend group that Lacari had 3 terabytes of cartoon on his computer. Is that illegal? No, but it should have been enough of a red flag to interact from afar. Didn't Asmon send it to him and say that he wasn't really sure what the files were because he didn't research enough? IDK, why we keep assuming he's just ignorant as opposed to the POS they both are. All I'm saying is that somebody should really check his PC just to make sure he wasn't the main source of all this. You never know, he might have the same setup and everything. I wouldn't put it past this freak. Surely between this and Asmon saying you shouldn't need to read articles to understand things, you'd assume something might click in his head, and he'd start looking up what the context and info is before responding to something. Mezkif can't believe that Lacari threw Asmongold under the bus when he leaked Asmongold message. Bro, you need second PC for that stuff. What's wrong with Asmongold?
Asmon messaged me and said, bro, you need a separate PC for that stuff. Oh my god.
No, he didn't. No way did he just say that out loud.
What did he say?
No way did... What? He just said, bro, you need a separate PC. He said, Asmon messaged him and said, bro, you need a separate PC for that stuff.
Holy sh...
Keeps getting better and better, doesn't it?
What?
That's crazy that he would say that out loud if it is true, Lowell, just trying to drag anybody else down with you. That or he really is just proving the stereotypes. Lack has been called out by Miz and others for his fixation on sus anime girls. Even his ex talked about files on his PC that needed to be removed. The signs were always there. Lacari and I broke up over 1.5 years ago. When we dated, I'd asked to see his P folder because I heard allegations. I did my due diligence when I suspected something was amiss. When I couldn't find anything crazy, I stopped suspecting. Clearly, I was wrong. The worst I saw was NTR hentai, but now I know he could have hid the worst of it. I don't know why people keep associating me with him when he has a new girlfriend, and I'm getting rage-baited into a response. So here it is. XQC defended Mizkif after Lacari accused him of sending an inappropriate link. Now, Mizkif is reportedly suing him for defamation.
Mizkif linked it to me.
What?
Okay. Why would you stream it?
Actually, Mizkif linked it to me. He did.
Okay.
That's cap.
Nice. That is
He's smiling. This is fucking awful. Like, what is it?
absolutely defamation, and I will be suing you for that.
Ghost put those. Okay. First off, you're fucking.
It's
Because the files weren't on my PC.
you literally just called me a pedophile. If you don't think I'm suing you for everything
that's
you have,
just
you're fucking out of your mind. That's
Yeah, but he's got nothing though, so it's not worth it.
insane what you just said. Insane.
That is crazy. I don't
That you just fucking called me a pedophile.
What is wrong with this guy? I mean, what is wrong with this guy? Seriously, that's actually insane. Yo, what is wrong with this guy?
Is back.
I was there, Gandalf. 14 hours ago, someone on LSF dropped a video of Lacari accidentally sharing a text file with a link to a PRN folder. It seemed completely innocent if you were early enough. It looked like someone accidentally sharing their material by accident. Many such things in the past, with browser history appearing on stream, etc. People successfully visited the address, and it has lots of small-sized files, zips, with names that are highly suggestive, beyond anything 2D by using coded language, according to some. And some say those files contain links to paid upload sites. Though note, the deeper you go into the hole here, the less certainty there is, because who the fuck wants to find out for real, given the risk? I fell over at step 1 because I didn't capitalize the URL in the right places, so nothing showed up and it looked like an empty website. I figured it was just a joke, so I left and went on with my day. Lucky me. Come back 2 hours later and find all hell has broken loose on LSF. There are multiple posts here with people digging. His stream chat are spamming non-stop out of control, calling him a Chris Hansen. His mods resign. And then, some 6 hours after the initial incident, he finally ends the stream. Asmon has cancelled all Craft episode that was being released today. In fact, it might have went out and got pulled. Soda is distancing himself. Miz says he's suing for implying he gave him the link to begin with. Who else is there? I knew it would blow up even more as soon as the time zones shifted, because this all dropped after midnight Pacific Standard Time IIRC. Someone else can probably explain it better. Dan Clancy and Twitch announce Let's Chat podcast hosted by Dan Clancy.
Couple weeks, we're going to start a live podcast. It's going to be a live show, but then we're going to take it to podcast. And the objective of this is to spend time talking with a range of streamers and people in the space, just about in general what's happening in the live streaming space, to kind of put a spotlight on both some streamers and other people that are doing interesting stuff in this space. Of course, we're a live platform through other channels. So we're going to be doing it live, but we're going to be focusing on creating a podcast artifact so that way people can watch it on from they want. There is also, there are a lot of them on Twitch, but a lot of people just aren't aware of them. And so one of the things we're going to do is highlight some of the cool stuff that
I guess Dan realised that what Eddie and Kick are doing with their weekly stream, talking openly about Kick, both positives and negatives. But I can't imagine Dan answering the hard questions. This guy wanted to be a streamer so bad. He now LARPs as one because for some reason they decided to put this creepy old F the CEO of the streaming platform. Embarrassing individual. Calling it now, chat will be limited in some fashion and not displayed anywhere in the actual stream. The guests will be from an approved list. And the moment anyone sneaks through any actual criticism of the website, the show will be cancelled from then on quietly. Lacari is considering contacting a lawyer.
You gotta get rid of it.
Move all league. Definitely get a lawyer. Oh, I guess I can call for a lawyer.
For what?
Well, they're scaring me. They say I need a lawyer.
Okay,
Does 500
Lacari,
JBT video files
you know what's
mean
gonna
you
happen
are the dam?
if you
Use
go out
the
and get a
random
lawyer?
port site virus attack
That means you
excuse
were
on them
actively
like
looking
getting
for a
caught
problem to
downloading
defend.
boobs.
Rest in peace!